Hi, I'm Cliff Fawcett. Welcome back to A Ride in the Country. Let's go for a ride in the country because it's finally warmed up enough to go out for a ride. Let's go. So it's April, and you know how April is. You get cold days, you get rainy days, you get sunny days, you get all kinds of different days. So this is not my first time out. It's actually my second time out in a couple of months. I was able to sneak out just for a little bit on Sunday night. Nice day today. It's supposed to be stormy again tomorrow. But yeah, it's great to be back on the bike. Missed you guys. Hope you all weathered the winter okay. Might still be winter where you are, but spring is springing here in Ohio. This is the beautiful city of Clifton, Ohio, if you've never seen it before. Birthplace of Woody Hayes. If you look at that sign over there, that's Woody Hayes Way. If you don't know who Woody Hayes is, I'm not sure we can be friends. Just kidding. He's a football coach. He was the football coach at the Ohio State University for a number of years. Won a lot of championships and is a legend around these parts. Anyway, he was born here, and this is a beautiful little village not far from the Little Miami River in southwest, sort of central Ohio. Haven't started yet on any of my goals for the year. If you watched my last video, I talked about my goals for 2022. Not easy to accomplish these goals when I'm not riding. I'm not sure a video of this route has ever been on my channel because every time I have come out this way, I've made a mistake. Either the battery was dead, or I didn't have sound, or the camera was on still pictures and not video and I didn't realize it. So, you know, hopefully you're watching this, and if you are, I did it. I was successful. Blue sky, sun today. It's about 52 right now. I think it's going to get warmer during the day today. This morning I was up watching some YouTube, catching up on all my favorite channels. What are your favorite channels? I don't know. My moto channels, I really like Itchy Boots. My wife and I make a point to watch every Itchy Boots video together. Love those. Love the Missing and Flyer. Love Amanda Zitto from As the Magpie Flies. Yami Noob cracks me up sometimes, like to watch that. Her Two Wheels out of Ohio here. I'm sure I'm missing some, but anyway, those are my favorites. Look at those. Are those sheepdogs? Or what are those? Llamas? Sheep? I think those are dogs. Oh my word. That's funny. You got to watch these back roads here. You got these 90-degree turns, and you never know what might be coming. Dare I say today, I think I might have remembered everything. Ha! I doubt that's true. I do have my earplugs, I got my neck gaiter, yeah. Hopefully the microphone's plugged in. Let's check that. Yep, it is. Beautiful day for a ride in the country, for sure. Feeling a little rusty after not riding for a couple of months. Less than the other day. but still a little rusty, a little fearful if I was truthful. Just don't want to screw up, you know. But it is great to be back out on the bike. Love seeing the birds. Update on the solar panels, no decision yet. They had a week's worth of hearings in Columbus. Listened to some of the testimony. A lot of it was really in the weeds, talking about corrosion of steel bars that go into concrete pilings for solar panels and all that kind of stuff. Noise levels and all that stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully we hear something soon. You kind of feel like you know, the other shoe needs to drop. You're just trying to figure out, is this going to happen or is it not going to happen? So that would be hopefully soon. We'll find that out. Been watching my YouTube friends. They're, you know, down in Costa Rica, Honduras. Old Andy, he's riding Blighty, as he calls it, Blighty. Great Britain. Rainy and cold most of the time, so shout out to you, Andy. I'm sure you're not watching this, but it would be fun to imagine that you would. Last couple of days, been seeing some farmers out getting ready for planting. I'm not sure when they actually plant, but I know it's coming up here in the next month or two. I've been seeing more and more tractors out and people kind of waking up from the winter hibernation. Over the winter, I went to the high school basketball tournament and I ran into a friend that I hadn't seen in a long time, and he told me that he watches my videos, and I was so shocked. So Jake, shout out to you and your boys. I'm tickled that somebody actually watches them. And you know, this morning when I was getting ready to go out, I was thinking of you guys because I thought, well, I know at least one family that'll be watching, so pretty fun. This is John Bryan State Park. Beautiful area here. People come from all over the state to camp here and stuff. The Little Miami River runs right through the park, and it's just a beautiful place to go for a hike, have a cookout. This area here is super fun in the winter. You can bring your sleds and go sledding down this hill. It's a little tricky because you got to make the turn at the bottom. Things are starting to green up a little bit. I'm not the only one taking advantage of a gorgeous day. we're all out here saying we have been cooped up long enough. I'm going to stop here for my Uncle Art. Completely stop, Art. Watch, look. My feet are on the ground. He always busts on me because I do the rolling stop. Love you, Uncle Art. I know you watch my videos too. Shout out to you. Those of you who don't know, my Uncle Art is a real live hero. I was a fireman, fire chief in Florida for a number of years. I'll tell that story sometime, but I'm a little emotional about it today. So, Uncle Art, appreciate you and your service to all of us. You gotta love guys who run into a building when everyone else is running back out. My cousin Doug lives here in Ohio, and he has a motorcycle too. He just was commenting on Facebook the other day that maybe he should trade it in for a snowmobile because he hasn't gotten to ride it much. I get that. I wish we had smell-o-vision. The smell of the forest in the spring. Oh, it smells so great. It's one of the great things about motorcycling. You get to take in a lot more than you do when you're in a car. You feel like you're actually in the environment instead of just watching it through a screen, which is your windshield. Well, I just looked down and my tripod's gone, so I guess we'll have to go back and find that. Dang, I wonder where I lost it. Well, we will retrace our steps. I was just thinking a few minutes ago, like I probably ought to have like a little Velcro or something to snap that to right here so I don't lose it. Oh, there she is. There she is. Who thought I would actually find it? Amazing. Amazing. Reunited and it feels so good. I'm gonna find a better place for this. I'm not sure that's a great spot. If I fall, I'm gonna break some ribs. Find a better place next time. Well, I'm so thankful that I got it back. It was a Christmas present from my dear wife, and it's something I've wanted for a long time. Have you read any good books lately? I just finished reading a book by Stephen Ambrose on the Lewis and Clark expedition called Undaunted Courage, and that was a great book. I really enjoyed that. I'm reading a book now by a guy named Ivan Doig, D-O-I-G, and I've read a bunch of his books. If you've never heard of him, I'm not surprised, but he writes a lot about Montana, and it's just a lot of fun to read. I found out about Ivan Doig because I have a subscription on Audible, and I was listening to one of my favorite books, A River Runs Through It, And I was like, oh, who's the guy that reads this? He's really good. And I look, and it's Ivan Doig. I'm like, who's Ivan Doig? So I look him up. I see that he's an author. I figure, what the heck? I'll read a book of his. And I think I've read like 10 of them now. I would recommend them to you. My favorite one is Last Bus to Wisdom. Really great story. I'm reading the Montana trilogy now. It starts with English Creek. So if you like to read for fun, I recommend Ivan Doig. Well, folks, I'm going to end this video right here. If you ever want to go for a ride in the country, but it's too hot, too cold, too wet, too dark, come join me on YouTube, where it's always nice for a ride in the country.